Hey everyone, welcome to the Paint Log. My name's Keith, and we're going to talk about my hobby progress this week. I painted 2 models this week, both of which I had no idea I was going to paint over the course of the week, but they just popped up. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. This is a ceramic otter that fell under my car seat, and if you know anything about me and my car is a cesspool of decay and trash, and don't ride in my car. Um, I kid, it's not that bad, but he got a little dirty, and then my girlfriend rescued him from the car and was like, "Paint him. He deserves better." And so I whipped up a quick little paint scheme, just base coats, and he turned out really nice. The second mini I painted is this bone golem that a friend gave me as a Christmas present. We were able to reconnect over the holidays, or I guess this past weekend, and he provided me with this bone golem, which I decided to paint up. It was a test of dry brushing, which is a little bit less of a precise. I don't know if that's necessarily accurate. You use bigger brushes typically than what you normally use with the fine points, and you deposit paint slowly over time to build up these colors. I have a couple photos from different angles, but I really like the angle of the arm. It kind of shows you how much I was able to play with the color and really get a weathered bone appearance that I'm super happy with. Moving on to our newest segment, Game of the Week. Woo! Still pending, name pending. In order to be a little bit more consistent in how I rate these games, I've decided to rate them on 4 different characteristics. The fourth being the last one, my complete subjective personal opinion of the game. Take it with a grain of salt. But the main 3 being approachability, depth of rule set, and price. This week we are kicking it off with Ticket to Ride by Alan R. New. Ticket to Ride is a game in which you play as a railroad tycoon, and you are building railroad lines between major cities in the United States in order to score points and ultimately be the best railroad tycoon. The game takes place on a railroad map of the United States, or your regional variant. There are regional versions of this game for Europe and I believe Asia and other places. But on the map of the United States, which I have folded up, you have different cities which are connected by train lines of different colors and lengths. So this is a yellow train line that is 3 trains long. You have a hand of colored train cars, and of course a rainbow wild card that you collect throughout the game, and you need to match the colors of the train. So for our instance, that yellow line, I would need 3 yellow cards before I can claim that train track. Once I've played my 3 yellow cards and claimed the train line, I would take 3 of my train car markers and place them along the line to indicate that I have claimed it. And then I would start at 1 and move up on points depending on how long the track was. And with that, now you can play Ticket to Ride. It's really that easy. With a 2-page rulebook and a simple to grasp mechanic, you can pick up and play this game within 30 minutes anytime. But just because it's simple to learn doesn't mean it's easy to master. This game is surprisingly complex, and I could tell that on the first playthrough. For one, when you begin the game, you get dealt 3 destination cards, and these are secret, kept from other players, and they have points values on it. Sorry, I know it's glaring right there. They have a route and points values on it, and if you complete that route, you get those points. In addition, instead of drawing colored train cars per turn, you can instead choose to draw destination cards instead. But it comes with a twist. If you're unable to complete any of your destination cards by the end of the game, those points are subtracted from your total points. Add to this bonus points for the longest continuous train track, the fact that you can block one another, and the fact that certain routes can only hold 1 train means that there's a surprising level of depth to the game. That puts it somewhere between a lighter Catan and definitely more so than Monopoly. It has a unique place that it is a perfect intro to deeper sorts of strategy board games. Price-wise, we got it as a gift, so suckers. No, but in reality, thank you, Dylan and Melissa, for giving this to my girlfriend and I for a wonderful game night. Like, we've had so much fun. The family's enjoyed it. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much. But if you had to buy it yourself, you can find it for about $25 or $30, depending on if you buy it at Amazon or at your friendly local game store. Amazon will be the cheaper stop, but check out your friendly local game store. It might have some things in there that interest you. So moving on to the actual rating, we're going to give it a 9 in approachability, a 6 in complexity, and a 10 out of 10 for price. Like $25 for what you get in this package is so chef's kiss. And then for my personal score, I'm going to give Ticket to Ride a 7. I think it's a great game, fantastically priced. It is perfectly situated to give the people who are getting bored and tired of Monopoly, Sorry, and all of those board games that are standard and well known. It gives them a new option and something that has a little bit more depth, in my particular opinion. Though I am worried about the replayability for our play group in the long term. And that makes me sound like I think it's a bad game, which I do not think whatsoever. Again, I think we're going to play many, many games of Ticket to Ride in the future. I just wonder personally if it's something that will be the go-to game. Does that make sense? So pay me no mind, because regardless of my 7, the total average score that Ticket to Ride got was an 8. So I'm going to keep track of this throughout the course of the 52 weeks in this year, and hopefully I will have objectively and subjectively what are the best games by the end of the year that I've played, by my opinion. Asterisks. But I'm waffling on, so I'm going to wrap things up. Remember, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button. It means a lot, and I really enjoy it. I don't know, it's like a little dopamine rush. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing good. Let me know if you like the new segment, and if you have anyone that likes board games or might be interested in learning something more, maybe send it their way. I always appreciate new subscribers, and I release a video like this every Thursday, so make sure you hit that bell to stay notified. See, that could have been so good. I was so good up until here. And with that, I'm Keith. This has been the Paint Log, and I will see you all next time. Bye!